Are you trying to manifest your desire, but you haven't manifested it? Have you been practicing Neville Goddard's teachings, but you don't see any results? If so, then watch this video till the end, because this video will uncover where you are lacking and what mistakes you are making. If you understand and apply what I'm going to explain to you in this video, your manifestation will come very fast. So fasten your seatbelt and let's get started. Neville Goddard says that the reality that we experience in our daily lives is not simply a product of external circumstances or events, but rather a manifestation of our inner world. This means that the people and situations we encounter in our lives are a reflection of ourselves. Whether consciously or unconsciously, our assumptions and expectations shape the world that we create for ourselves. By recognizing that we are at the center of our own lives and taking action to change our circumstances, we can avoid being victims of our circumstances. You need to understand that some may have varying beliefs about the concept of man as God, but denying the divine within us is not prudent. The truth is that God exists within us, not in any specific direction or location. Our hearts are where we can find the divine presence, and embracing this reality can help us transform our lives for the better. According to the teachings of Neville Goddard, we possess the divine presence of God within us, and as the architects of our reality, we are one with God. It is not our responsibility to be subject to the opinions and control of others. Instead, we must follow our inner voice and instincts and only serve God as our soul master. Our life experiences are a direct reflection of our inner selves. This means that we hold the power to shape our reality, and by recognizing the divine within ourselves, we can manifest positive change in our lives. Recognizing our capacity for change and growth can shift our perspective away from blaming others for our circumstances and towards personal responsibility. However, for those who are raised to believe that their situation is outside of their control, this may be a challenging concept to embrace. By tapping into the power of our imagination, we can see how the world around us reflects our inner selves. Through visualization and taking actionable steps toward our goals, we can manifest positive change in our lives. While some may be skeptical of these ideas or have difficulty implementing them, questioning everything and remaining open-minded can help us overcome any barriers to progress. Ultimately, taking ownership of our thoughts and actions can lead to a sense of purpose and fulfillment. By embracing the idea that we have the power to shape our reality, we can cultivate a sense of agency and make meaningful progress toward our goals. Our ability to understand and shape our reality is not predetermined or fixed. Instead, it is a product of our unique experiences, assumptions, and expectations. These factors determine what we see and believe to be true in the world around us. To fully grasp this concept, we must resist the urge to blindly accept the beliefs and ideas of others. Instead, we must seek out experiences and test these theories for ourselves. By doing so, we can gain a deeper understanding of the truth as it relates to our reality. This process of testing and experimentation is at the heart of Neville Goddard's teachings. Rather than accepting his words as gospel, he encourages followers to apply his ideas practically and see the results for themselves. By doing so, we can gain a deeper understanding of the power that we hold within ourselves to shape our reality and create a life that is aligned with our deepest desires and aspirations. Neville says that the reality we experience is relative and unique to each of us. What one person sees as normal or acceptable may be entirely different for another. By acknowledging this fact and taking ownership of our assumptions and expectations, we can begin to shape our reality in a way that is aligned with our deepest desires and beliefs. The narratives we create for ourselves are formed through our beliefs and experiences in a given situation. For instance, how people perceive an individual varies from person to person. There isn't one objective truth to how a person is viewed. When we change our perspective and opinion, our perception of the world also transforms. It's important to recognize that we have control over our reality and that things don't happen by coincidence. Coincidences simply do not exist. Life has a predetermined path that guides us in every moment, but we still have the gift of free will and choice. It's up to us to decide which path to take. Instead of worrying about the future, we should focus on the present moment because time is fleeting and the future has not yet arrived. Those who neglect the present moment are neglecting themselves. Remember, the choices we make in the present will shape our future. Neville Goddard says that the key to manifesting your desire is to realize that it already exists within you. When faced with a situation that doesn't align with your beliefs, don't react with frustration or anger. Instead, use your imagination to visualize a positive outcome. Changing your reactions and beliefs can have a profound impact on how others react to you. By changing yourself, you change the world around you. This is true whether you're trying to manifest a romantic relationship, a new career opportunity, or a happier life. Perhaps you're seeking to manifest greater self-confidence or inner peace. Whatever your goal may be, remember that you have the power to create your reality. Trust in your ability to manifest your desires and take action toward making them a reality. When it comes to the end of a relationship, it's easy to assign blame and try to identify the one person responsible for its demise. However, it's important to understand that it's rarely just one person's fault. Both parties in the relationship contribute to its success or failure. The truth is, we're all constantly evolving and changing as individuals. The version of ourselves that was in the relationship might not be the same as the one now. Rather than playing the blame game, it's important to focus on understanding what went wrong and how you can learn from it. Instead of blaming yourself or your ex, try to understand that everyone has unique perspectives, motivations, and intentions. It's not about who's right or wrong, but about finding a way to move forward with empathy and understanding. Of course, it's important to note that this doesn't apply in cases of abuse or toxic relationships. It's never okay to blame yourself in those situations, as it can be a form of self-destruction. Neville Goddard's teachings emphasize the power you possess to create the life you desire. You can steer your life in the direction that most benefits you by walking away from situations and relationships that do not serve your best interests. Take control of your life and forgive those who have wronged you, including your ex. It is important to recognize that you are not the same person you were in the past. There may be mistakes you have made that still linger in your mind. However, forgiving yourself for those mistakes is a source of strength and empowerment that can help you manifest the life you want. Whether your desired life includes getting back together with an ex or achieving other goals, it is important to remember that you are the protagonist in your own life story. You have been given the incredible power of imagination by a higher force, and you can use this power to create the life you desire and become the author of your own story. Realizing that you have the knowledge and power to transform your life is an empowering realization. You are no longer a victim of circumstances, as you understand that everyone is a reflection of yourself. The feeling of powerlessness is only an illusion in your mind, and you can break free from it. You have the power to change how people treat you by imagining them behaving in a way that aligns with your desires. However, it's important to recognize that toxic and abusive relationships are the exception to this rule, and you should walk away from them. Letting go of what no longer serves you can help you gain more than you lose. To manifest a positive relationship with your partner or friend, visualize them treating you with kindness and affection. Feel the joy and warmth of their presence as you imagine this scene. As you continue on your manifestation journey, you will see more and more proof that everyone is a reflection of yourself. Understand that your reality is a projection of yourself, and all things around you are helping to bring your imagination to life. Realize that you exist in everyone, and when you look at someone, you are seeing a reflection of yourself in them. Behold each person for who they are, for every being in this world is a visible manifestation of yourself. Christ is not just a figure, it is a state of higher consciousness and unconditional love. As Neville Goddard said, if you truly believe in something, you should not allow the sun to set until you have realized it. This realization does not have to be for yourself. It can be for a friend or anyone in the world. Understand that Christ exists in all of us, and if Christ is the true identity of every man and woman, then every victory is yours as you are pushed out. God is one, and there is no other. You are one with God. When you encounter someone who needs something, instead of giving them what they physically need, guide them on how to obtain it for themselves by asking yourself what you would do if you were in their shoes. Embracing awareness as a way of life can unlock a new level of freedom that you've never experienced before. By recognizing your own power and forgiving yourself for past mistakes, you can create the life you desire and become the author of your own story. Understand that everyone is a reflection of yourself, and embrace the power of imagination to bring your desires to life. As you awaken to the understanding that every person and object in your reality reflects an aspect of yourself, you realize that you are the creator of your own life. You recognize that you are a divine being, and your physical body is simply a temporary vessel for your eternal soul. Although things may appear to end or disappear, you begin to comprehend that nothing truly dies in the infinite consciousness of God. Even when your physical body ceases to exist, your soul lives on and continues to experience life in other forms. As you live by this truth, you begin to see that hurting others ultimately hurts yourself. You develop a deep sense of compassion and empathy towards others. and you begin to help others as if you were helping yourself. When someone asks for your help or guidance, you listen carefully and consider it a request from your inner self. You begin to see everyone as a part of you, and your actions reflect this realization. You become more mindful of the impact your words and actions have on others, and you take responsibility for your thoughts and behavior. You start to let go of judgments and prejudices, recognizing that they are merely projections of your own beliefs and limitations. As you continue to awaken to this understanding, you become more aligned with your true nature as a divine being. You realize that the challenges and difficulties you face are opportunities for growth and transformation. You begin to live your life with purpose and intention, and you cultivate a deep sense of gratitude for all that life has to offer. I hope I was able to deliver a good analysis of this theory by Neville Goddard. And of course, this doesn't mean we agree with every single thing he said or believed in, because in the end, everyone will form his or her own opinion, and that is why we are analyzing and discussing his ideas and methods to fully understand his approach and general ideas, as he was a great teacher and inspired millions of people around the world. If you want to share your opinion, comment down below this video. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to it and press the bell icon for more interesting, informative, and helpful videos on manifestation. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.